Yo, what's up everyone? Kyrios here, and today we're going to talk about Blue Archive. I am so excited for this game. I've been waiting for this game for years now. It's done very well in Japan, so I'm hoping it does very well in the global release. This is probably, I'm going to make a statement, but I think might be one of the best free-to-play games that you can actually play. So in today's guide, we're actually going to talk about re-rolling, because the re-rolling is very generous, way different than it was in the Japanese version. They've added ease of life to be able to re-roll. Now we'll talk about like the characters, some of the characters you should be shooting for, but you should always pull for your top tier waifu or hero or whatever. And you may want to roll multiple accounts because it's very easy to drain energy in this game and save yourself a whole bunch of time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off the video. But before we do that, if you guys want to join us live on stream, I do stream on Twitch. You can check out the socials down below. I stream 4 nights a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. We play games like this. I'm a variety streamer, RPGs, Zelda, gacha games, you name it. But anyways, let's kick off the video. All right, guys, let's go ahead and kick off the re-rolling portion of the guide. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're always going to want to play with a guest account. Do not sign in with your Google ID. Do not sign in with your Apple ID. None of that. It's going to pretty much lock that account. Now, there's some things you can do. You can still reset it. You can still remove it. But it becomes a little bit more of a pain. So if you start with a guest account, it makes it very easy to re-roll. Now, later on in the video, check the chapters down below. I'm going to tell you how you can save multiple accounts and hash your email really quickly. I mean, right here, I've got 3 or 4 accounts on this piece of paper, just to be able to play all these different characters. So I'm going to show you how to do that, but let's get started. So always play with a guest account. That's going to make your life a lot easier. All right, so if it's your first time playing, watch the story. That's a lot of fun. Story's really good. Cutscenes are really good. But if you're trying to do this as fast as possible, what you're going to want to do is hit the menu button in the top right corner, hit these forward arrows, and you're going to want to skip the story as much as possible. You're going to have to do this about 6 or 7 times, and you're going to have to play 1 or 2 missions, but it's going to allow you to skip through it and get to those pulls in about 5 minutes flat. Unfortunately, we can't skip this mission, so just spam through it. Use the abilities where they ask for. Go ahead and click through that cutscene. That'll make that a lot faster. All right. Now we get to our first free 10 pull. Now, as a heads up, you do get 40 pulls on each reroll. I mean, technically, you can get up to 50 or 60 pulls if you're really arduous about your account. So if your account's rolling really well, you could go through the story, get even more gems. I don't know what they're exactly called. And you can get more gems and roll for more heroes. But honestly, 40 is probably a really good compromise on where you should cut your losses and start over again. So you're always guaranteed to get a 3-star on your first 10 pull. If you can get 2 3-stars, that's really good. By the way, this is one of the most adorable summoning animations ever. Now you can tell it's a 3-star, or at least for me, how I tell is the bars. There's a couple other indicators, but I'm pretty slow in the uptick. So the fact that there's purple bars there lets me know that there's a 3-star in there. So we only got 1. You can go ahead and hit skip, and it'll automatically skip to your 3-star. Haruna's a very good 3-star. Probably in our top 5, but we'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. All right, from here, the game's going to make you do the first mission. You're going to want to do that anyways because we need to unlock all the other gems we need to do the other 30 summons. This should only take you about 1 or 2 minutes to blaze through this mission. Now, from here, the game does give you an auto button. I tend to just hit that because it makes it really easy. I can sit back, enjoy something to drink, and kind of just enjoy the game. They're going to make you do this Momo talk. Just go ahead and spam through it. Click this bubble on the left and then immediately just start clicking the X. You don't have to go through that story for now. You can save that for later. You can go ahead and up in the top right corner on the envelope, you can see you have a lot of goodies here. And this is what's going to allow us to do those additional 30 summons, essentially. Go ahead and receive all. Now, unfortunately, this is going to kick off once you get out of here. It's going to kick off for the... She's going to take you to the character guide. Now, you do have to click on it, but you can spam out of it real quick. So go ahead and spam out of the account settings. You don't need to do that. Do not link anything right now until we have an account that you're looking to link. From here, we can recruit. For some reason, she didn't take me to the character guide that time. Sometimes she'll make you go summon here at students. If that happens, just go ahead and go in there and spam through the selection. Let's see if it actually happens this time. So she's going to make you do that, right? Click on this. And you can go ahead and spam essentially right through this and then go right back to the home page at the top right. So let's go ahead and go back to recruitment. Now, this is very critical, guys. Make sure that you are selected on the right one. It defaults to the pickup banner. Now, the pickup banner is a rate up banner for the 2 listed heroes, characters, waifus, whatever you want to call them. Now, Shiroku is actually very good, and Hoshino, all the 3 stars are actually very good. But these are not the ones that we're trying to fish for. There's some top heroes, which click in the video down below. I'm going to go over my top 5. There's some top heroes that you're really, really looking for. So I would use the regular banner and see if you can get as many variety of 3 stars as you can. So you can see here, blue banner. Didn't get any 3 stars on this one. A lot of 2 stars, though. You can go ahead and click in the top right-hand corner and skip through this. Go ahead and recruit again. Once again, no 3-star. My luck is terrible today. That's okay. I already got my God tier account. And not another 3-star. So to me, this account would already be dead. Dead in the water. We'd be re-rolling this instantly. And we are going to re-roll it. Okay, let's talk about how you re-roll real quick. It's really easy to do. In the top right-hand corner, go back to the home page. Go back to these 8 little squares, 9 squares. I don't know. I can't count. Go to account. Whatever you do, do not link your account. We do not want to do that. You're going to reset account. This is very nice. In the Japanese release, they did not have this. You had to go create fake email addresses and do this over and over again. So this is going to make it very easy for you to reset and try again. Now, I highly suggest that you do this because 40 pulls and how easy it is to do this is very, very generous. You have rolled your God tier account and you have, for example, here's my God tier account. I pulled Iori, Hibiki, and Aru, which are pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. We'll talk about those in a second, though. But if you've pulled your God tier account, feel free to link that to your primary email address, your Google account, whatever you need to do. I highly suggest probably a Google account, right? Make it very simple on yourself and save it. But if you're in the middle of doing re-rolls or you plan on doing multiple accounts and you don't know if your account is a God tier and you think it's good, right? But you don't know if it's good enough, I suggest you salt the accounts. Now, in order to do that, you're going to essentially sign in with the Nexon ID and you're going to create an account. Now, with the Nexon account, it is going to require a email address, but that's where Gmail comes in. So if you're not familiar with salting accounts, so if you have an email, so it's very easy to do. Create a Gmail account if you don't already have one, which doesn't everyone have one nowadays. So let's say I am example sensei, right? At gmail.com. We'll say what it is. Now, you could use that as your primary email address, but I suggest that you don't until you have your God tier account. What you can do is you can start hashing it. And what that means is that you can hash multiple different variations of your account to go to your primary email account just by adding a period in between. So in order to do that, right, you can say your first account is e.example sensei at gmail.com. Now, The reason why you do this is that they're going to send you a 2FA code, yada, yada, yada. They're going to make you verify, and it's going to go to your primary address. So you can do this for as long as your character is, or as long as your email address name is, and easily create multiple accounts. Now, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 12 characters. Are you really going to go save 12 accounts? I don't know. You might. I don't know. But you'll probably use 2 or 3, right? Get a landscape. You can go ahead, sign in, yada, yada, yada. And then if you sign out of this account, you can just start over from ground zero. You can start re-rolling as a guest account again. So all you do is you'll unlink it. It's saved. It'll kick you back to the home screen, and voila, you're re-rolling off to the races again. All right, lastly, before the end of this video, I know this video has been long already, but let's talk about a quick tier list. And now this is a little bit of my own making and a little bit of kind of common knowledge. And you have to take some things for granted, right? Whether you're doing endgame raids, which I'm not sure are at global release, whether you're doing PvE or whether you're doing PvP. But I think right here's a good mix of characters that you're really, really looking for. Now, you definitely want to avoid all these don't keeps. Even though these characters are 3 stars, they're not... every 3 stars good. I'm going to say that, right? But they're not as good as some of these other ones, and they're not going to help you progress as fast as you want to progress. So getting characters like Aru or Hibiki or Iori or Shun is really going to help you. Now, Shun is a little bit more PvP oriented than PvE oriented, but still very good. And also a top tier waifu, right? If you can pull multiple of that list, as you saw, is my god tier, right? I pulled Iori and Hibiki and Aru, which is, you almost can't even do better than that. The second row are nice to haves, right? You have Tsubaki, which is one of the best 2-star tanks in the game. You have Haruna, which is a 3-star. Now, Haruna could be considered an S tier as well. But I think she's really an S tier when you pair her with one of the keeps. You have Chise, which is a very good healer. You have I'm sorry, I'm looking at some of the names at the same time because I have not memorized them all the way. Shiroku, which is a very good character as well, more single target oriented, but very good with an AoE character in the keeps. And then you also have Hifumi. Hifumi is also very good as well. So if you can do any combination of keeps and nice to haves with an account, you've got a really, really good account. But if you start rolling an account where you have don't keeps, go ahead, re-roll it, and go from there, right? This is probably one of the best opportunities you have to make a really great account. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks so much for hanging out. Once again, I am on twitch.tv. Come over, follow the channel. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. If you like the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe, all that goodness. I'll see you on the next video. We're going to work on a tier list. I'm going to work on some character videos as well. So we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out, and fist bump from me to you.